Hey, so have you ever had a situation where your wife brings home something that's damaged and wants you to work a miracle on it? Well, that happens to me all the time. And I got a fix for one of these things that I want to show you. So stick around. We're going to repair a broken cement statue today. So my wife brings home this Rooster statue the other day. And believe it or not, here's my hand. So it's not that big, but this thing is so freaking heavy. And somebody had tumped it over before in the past and broke the comb off the top of the Rooster. So what I did, and I wish I could have caught it on video, but I got in a hurry. I drilled 4 holes in the top of this Rooster's head with my cement bits and my drill. I took a coat hanger and I fashioned a comb, and I filled the holes up with Loctite. Then I pushed the pieces of wire down into its head, and I wrapped a piece of wire around its body and cranked that thing down tight to hold those tight until the Loctite could dry. And that I drilled down pretty far. I probably drilled down a 3/4 of an inch down in there so that that'll sit and give it some strength. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do from this point on. I'll be right back with you. Okay, it's nice and sturdy. What I've got to do is take this wire mesh, cut it out, lay it down in the groove on both sides of this comb, sandwich 2 pieces of it together, cut out with my tin snips, basic shape of the comb, wire it to it much like this piece of wire that's holding this and this together, and get it where it's nice and snug. And then we'll mix up some mud. It'll be Portland cement and sand. I'll probably take my hand grinder and grind down to clean concrete on both sides just a little bit so it'll bond good, and give it a try. Hey, it can't hurt. Okay, I'll move the camera up a little closer where you can see this mud may be just a little wet yet. I'm going to go ahead and try some, see what it does. You just want it to go up in the cracks of that wire, up in the holes. This may take 2 or 3 coats to get this right. But this is your starter coat. They call it the scratch coat. I'm just working it up in those squares. And I'm making a mess. This first coat is not going to look pretty. This just gives a base for everything else to stick to that you're going to add to it. Isn't this fun? 110 degrees today. It really is fun to me. I'm a sick man. Well, it's been about 15 or 20 minutes. I've been lightly brushing it, trying to smooth it up a little bit. It's kind of hard to work the sand out of it sometimes, and I might have to throw some dry mortar on this and try to brush that in. I made it. It looks kind of cattywampus right now, but I'm going to wait till it starts setting up, and then I'll kind of carve the lines for the comb in. Can't do it while it's wet. Anyway, that's what you're left with. I'm going to throw just a little bit of dry on there. Just kind of have to babysit this, guys. This looks like a little tiny old project, but it's really pretty involved. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I gotta let it dry now. I brushed it a little bit with a dry brush, and that helps smooth up the texture quite a bit. And then sometime in the next day or two, I'll probably throw some paint on it. I may let it sit for a couple of days. Anyway, that's about as nice as I'm going to be able to make it. I mean, this thing's old, but man, it sure changed the looks of it. And that's how you fix a broken comb on a Rooster, or any piece on a cement statue or sculpture of any kind. It's not a hard process. Hey, welcome back. I got home from work today and it is so stinking hot. I went ahead and got busy, and I put the first coat of paint on the Rooster this afternoon. Hope you can see that okay. It's going to turn out pretty good, I think. And when I showed you what I did on the comb, it was ready to paint once it was dry. I came in today, it was totally dry. I coated it with the Sealcrete. You've probably seen that in some of my other videos. It's a sealer for concrete. Acts as a surfactant. Paint will stick to it good. So you coat that first, put your paint on, and then coat it again. It'll last a long time. Now my wife, she's been feeling bad. She came out of the house a while ago and looked at it, and I think I'm going to go ahead and completely finish the whole Rooster. So I'm going to let this sit up for a little while and dry. I'm trying to go into some pretty good detail on this. I'm going to second coat it, and then I'll get back with you and show you on the process of the rest of this. Okay guys, it is the next day, and on top of that, it is Friday. Hallelujah! I'm so glad. So I'm ready to start the actual color on this. This is going to be fun and amazing. I downloaded a live picture of a rooster by doing a Google search for rooster images, and I love these colors. There's a whole lot of blue and purple, auburn, orange, yellow. This is going to be freaking amazing. This is going to be my little guide. I'm going to turn the fan back on. I'm not going to do any talking. I'm ready to start slapping some color. I got 2 heavy coats of black on this. It looks amazing, just like it is. But I want it to look top shelf. So enough talk, let's get to this. Hang with me, here we go. welcome back to Oklahoma. So I finally got that rooster finished. God bless, I was so glad to get that out of my hair. Anyway, I'm standing here in the shade. It's another hot day again today. But real quick, before I take you around there and show you how that rooster turned out, I wanted to remind you guys that I have products on a couple of different online stores now. One is just all Oklahoma gear. I've got several really good logos that I designed myself, a bunch of funny t-shirts, stuff like that. And then I've got another store called All Things Country that's just strictly non-Oklahoma related stuff. So if you want to help this channel out, I'm going to list them in the description. Go check it out. There's some really cool stuff on there. You're getting something for your money, and you're helping me out. I don't make a lot off of each individual item sold, but every little bit helps. I got to get a decent camera, so help a country boy out. Anyway, let's go take a look at this rooster, how it turned out. It's pretty cool. If you've watched this all the way through, I hope you got a few golden nuggets of wisdom off the video. I kid. I fly by the seat of my pants half the time. I'm a good BSer, but somehow it works. I don't know. So anyway, check that baby out. That is so cool. The colors, let me get a little closer here. The colors are really vibrant. I was so happy with how that turned out. Got it all sealed up. Think it's going to last a long time. Mama's happy. If Mama's happy, I'm happy. Anyway, for Oklahoma, I'm going to sign off for now. There's always going to be more coming. So keep tuning back in. I hope you like what you see. Hope you get some good out of the content. This is Shaw. I'm signing off for now.